Things like this usually don't happen in a community like ours. It's very tragic.
Investigators release autopsy reports today for 8 members of an Ohio family killed execution style.
We begin tonight with a deadline that has passed for the mother of 2 missing children from Rexburg.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amanda and we talk about all things true crime related. In today's video, we're going to be doing an update on the Devil's Den case out of Arkansas. But before we get into that, I wanted to give you a little update in the Brooks House case. Those phone calls that I discussed in my last video, they have been released. As far as I can see, they were first shared by Shay McAllister, a reporter who recently left WHS 11, and I relied heavily on her coverage during both trials. In my opinion, she is to Crystal Rogers basically what like Nate Eaton and Justin Lum are to Lori Vallow. Now, if you head over to her Facebook page, you can watch those calls there. I'll put a screenshot here so you know you're in the right place. Or I think she recently just started a YouTube, which I believe she just shared the full calls on. Over on Facebook, there were just little bits of them, which she found interesting. And then on her YouTube, it looks like she released all of them. I also share them on my Facebook page, so if you follow me over there, you'll see them. I am working on posting more updates regularly. Please remember that everyone we discuss is innocent until proven guilty, except Brooks House. He was convicted. But if you're following along with that case or the Devil's Den case, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Both are free ways to help me out as we get to 1,000 subscribers. I do want to add that I am no expert in this case or any of the other cases that I cover, so if I get something wrong or miss something, please feel free to reach out to me in the comments below. You can shoot me an email, that will be in the description box. Or if you're in the podcast version, there's that little like text me. It doesn't text me your phone number, it assigns like a 4-digit code or something like that, but I do love to hear from you guys. Now, from the case regarding Clinton and Cristen Brink, we learned a little more about the couple. 43-year-old Clinton Brink attended Foothill High School, while Kristen Trent Brink attended Liberty High School, where she was a standout volleyball player. Kristen went on to become an All-American at California State University, San Bernardino. She was also named to the first team All-Conference in 2004. Clinton, from what we learned before, Clinton and the Brink family had moved to Perry Grove for like a job opportunity. But the Human Resources Department for the Highland Dairy in Fayetteville, Arkansas, confirmed to Eyewitness News that he had been working for Prairie Farms, a family-owned dairy company out of South Dakota, and that he had applied for a position in Fayetteville. Then the family moved to Prairie Grove. Just a few days later, though, on July 21st, Clinton turned down the offer from Highland Dairy. It was reported that the couple did have a third daughter. She was born to Clinton prior to Clinton and Kristen being together. From what I saw, she was 19 years old and had just got married. So I can't imagine this pain that she's going through losing her parents in such a tragic way. One thing that has been echoed over and over again is how loving Clinton and Kristen were as parents, as a couple, and just as people. They were devoted to their daughters and protective to the very end, to the point where it cost them their lives. Many have spoken about how truly brave the little girls were that day too. Although they are facing this unimaginable tragedy, I hope that as they grow, they're able to find some comfort in knowing that they played such a pivotal role in catching the person responsible for taking their parents' lives. Police held a press conference sharing more details about what happened. They said that they had responded to a phone call at the state park where they found 2 young children who reported that something had happened to their parents on the trail. Investigators said that the girls told them a man had approached the family, attacking their father, Clinton. Kristen had run the girls off the trail towards safety and then returned to help her husband, and she was attacked as well. The girls ran to another hiker who reportedly took them to safety before going back to check on their parents. After finding them injured on the trail, the hiker would make their way back to cell phone service and call 911. Police said that the attack happened about half a mile into the park, so that back and forth would take some time. The children were able to give the police a description of the suspect, and another witness provided additional details, including that black sedan that was seen leaving the park. Investigators noted that it was during these early stages of the investigation where they had to be very careful about what details were released. They stressed that all the information they had at this point within the first few hours of the investigation was that of these 2 little girls who were going through a horrific and traumatic event. Because of that, police wanted to proceed cautiously, making sure that they were actually going down the right path. They pointed out during traumatic events, or even we know during everyday eyewitness statements, memories are not always perfect. The mind can play tricks on us, and sometimes without us even realizing it. We can recall details differently than they actually happened. Police shared information with the public, which brought forward more witnesses that had been on the trail that day. They shared video and photos from their trip, giving investigators a clear image to work from. After interviewing witnesses, police created a composite sketch and received dozens of tips, plus about 5 to 10 videos showing a sporty black car passing homes and businesses along the route leaving the park. Police would identify the vehicle as a 2022 Kia Stinger and quickly pinpointed a suspect. Officers found him at a local barbershop and took him into custody. Now, during the interview, or I guess it'd be more of an interrogation, I'm sure, police indicated that McGannon had confessed to the killings. They had searched his residence and found some of the items that were seen in the photo released on Monday, that one of his back. Police also said that there are a few knives taken from the residence, which are in the process of being reviewed and tested to see if one is the murder weapon. Police were able to confirm that DNA found at the crime scene was a positive match to McGannon. Also, during the press conference, police expressed a lot of gratitude for the public's help in this case, thanking them again during the most recent update. They said it was because of the public that they had a starting point, which ultimately led to the arrest. In total, they received over 500 tips through the tip line and social media. Police have also made it clear that they believe Andrew McGannon had acted alone. They do not believe anyone else was involved or do not anticipate any other arrest. They said he had no prior adult record and showed no signs of trying to flee the area or even alter his appearance. Even though he was getting his haircut when he was arrested, police have simply chalked this up to school starting next week. They also noted that he had moved to Arkansas within the last few months and said that once they identified him as a suspect, within the hour he was located at the barbershop. During the question and answer portion of the press conference, police were asked if they believe that any other cases could be linked to Andrew McGannon, given that he had previously lived in Texas and Oklahoma before moving to Arkansas. Now, I've been wondering the same thing, whether there might have been more incidents in other areas where he lived. We've seen similar situations before, like in the BK case, where speculation arose with possible connections after he was arrested. There's even one point that BK has been suggested in being involved in the death of Dana Smithers. I've covered her case before. I'll link it. While I don't think she appears to be a victim of BK, her case still deserves to be covered. In this situation, though, police said that they are staying focused on their current case and they are confident his background will be looked into. And if other departments have cases that seem to align with this pattern, they'll reach out. McGannon is currently being held in Washington County Detention Center without bond. He appeared in court on Friday, August 1st, where he did not enter a plea, but he was assigned a public defender, and his next court date is scheduled for August 25th. Prosecutor confirmed that this case meets the aggravating factors that make it eligible for the death penalty. He also stated that it is his intention for a jury to decide the punishment, but made it clear that they do not plan on waiving the death penalty. Now, there also has been some discussion about McGannon's teaching history. Reports say that he was a teacher in the Louisville ISD in 2023. A complaint was filed after a student witnessed him behaving inappropriately towards younger female students. In response, McGannon was placed on administrative leave while the complaint was investigated. Investigation did not find any evidence of inappropriate behavior towards any student, but did conclude that his classroom management and judgment fell below the district's expectations. Shortly after, McGannon resigned from the school district. In another report, it was stated that McGannon briefly held a teaching position in a North Texas district from August 6 to August 9, 2024, so just a few days. He voluntarily resigned from that before the first day of school, which is set to begin on August 13, 2024. But that's really all I have. As according to this update on August 4th, things are rapidly happening. Something could have changed by the time you're watching this or even by the time I'm recording this. But please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you can be around for more updates. If you're on the podcast version, please give me a follow. And if you want to give me a 5-star review, that definitely helps out as well. But until the next episode, stay safe out there. The world's an ugly place.